Sio tofa, malo lelei, ko kuingoa ko Sione Faletau, pea ko kau ngā whiawhia ke u kau mau I ke project koe ni. Koe whetū o ku hau me ai, ko wawau, pea mo tonga tapu, pea ko whiawhia ke u kau ono tau ihen. Yeah, my name is Sione Faletau. I come from the villages of Tonga and Vava'u and La Kepa from Tātau. Still trying to get used to such a title, but all I could say is like there's a lot of service that comes with such a title as a doctor, because you've gained a lot of knowledge, and within our people, within knowledge holders, people come to you for help or for guidance, and so it's a big undertaking, so to speak. Yeah, I did my doctorate in fine arts, but my topic was based on Tongan masculinity from an indigenous perspective. So when I was growing up, your father or cousins that are from the islands will be like, "Oh, that's not how a Tongan man does that." And then you start questioning, like, "Oh, I didn't stay in Tonga. I stay in New Zealand. I don't know how that's being done." And so, yeah, it was all these questionings, and everything pointed back to Tonga. So the roots of it all was, going back to the motherland and just seeing where all this commentary starts from. I wanted to have both worlds, so to speak. So a New Zealand-born Tongan understanding of Tongan masculinity, and a Tongan-born Tongan understanding of masculinity back in Tonga. And what I found was that Tongan masculinity, a lot of the people that I spoke with, or talanoa with, spoke about masculinity within the 4 principles of Tongan society, which is whakaapa-apa, respect, ofa, love, lototo, humility, and tauhiwa, nurturing relationships. And so within these 4 pillars, this is where they construct the masculinity from. And then when you come to New Zealand, it's a whole different kind of thing around masculinity. It was interesting when I spoke with one of the elders in the island, and he spoke about his body being used as a tool for his family. He didn't care about his health as long as his family had what they needed. He'll go out, brave the seas to go fishing, go out to uta, go out to the plantations, break his back, doesn't care as long as the family gets what they needed. And so our masculinity is through service. Over 142 participants for my research, and this was the pattern that was reoccurring in all the talanoas, was masculinity around the four characteristics of Tongan society. For me, it was changing the trajectory of how we view masculinity, or how we view ourselves as Tongan men and Pacific men in general. And I think these 4 pillars are universal with all our Pacific cultures: respect, love, humility, and nurturing relationships. A lot of people think these things are soft things, and these things are very much ingrained into the culture. That was the biggest finding for myself, just wanting to shape or change the way that we are as men. There's a lot of stigma around men not supposed to cry, not allowed to show emotion, but through respect, through love, you do show emotion. Through lototo, through humility, you do show emotion. And nurturing relationships, you do show emotion. And these things are very emotive. As cliche as it seems, you've just listened to someone who didn't have a perfect education, who didn't go up. Resilience is the way forward. You see it in our ancestors. Our ancestors traversed the seas, the deep Moana, to find land, and they didn't go halfway. they went all the way. And so with anything in life, whatever you start, you must finish. And that was the mindset for myself as well. Going through studies, was I started it. This is told to me by my dad, and he's always been that way as well. If you start something, you must finish it. You can't go halfway. But as hard as it is, you're gonna reap the benefits. You'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just don't give up. That's, yeah.